So we're good?
Mics are on, right? Yeah, just check your mics, make sure your lights lit up.
Yep.
Lights
Mine's
lit
lit.
up, because then they can hear it on the video.
And when you're talking, try to talk into the.
I'll call the OZ Ambulance Board meeting to order. Roll call.
See, you decide, okay, Noblock,
Here.
Salinas,
Here.
and Munson. That's it.
Public forum, citizens' comments. Any citizen would like to make a comment? Seeing none, seek a motion to approve the minutes from the previous meeting. I'll make that, if you make it, you
Yeah.
did. I'll make the motion to approve the minutes from the previous meeting.
Oh, he hasn't read them. I second it. Can I second?
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And then we'll turn it over to, we'll talk to the director about the IMRF request.
I gave you the memo of having 25 employees, 8 being paramedics / PIHRNs, they're at the same level, 13 EMTBs, and 4 drivers. We have found that we need to add a few members to our IMRF. That means that they could work over 1,000 hours a year. These hours do not include transfers, backfill station, or call-up pay, that is stipend pay. Also, these employees would not receive any benefits from the city. They are still considered part-time employees. We have 3 at this time. 2 are paramedics, and 1 is a basic. And my commissioner at the council meeting asked for 3 more. And we were directed to bring it to the board for your blessing on bringing 3 more aboard to have over 1,000 hours a year.
The questions I've got is, okay, if you're looking for 3 more, is that going to be basics, or are they going to be paramedics, or what are you looking for?
I do need both. It kind of depends, Jim, if I have employees, if I had all 3 medics, that would be wonderful, that could work over 1,000 hours a year. Remembering that this is a part-time position, they have full-time jobs other places, and they may not want 1,000 hours at their, more than 1,000 hours at their part-time job.
So what you're requesting is that 3 open positions, whatever you can fill.
Right, ever I, need, yes.
My question was gonna be, Kathy, are the ones that you're looking, when you say open, is that term new employees, or are there some that want to be an IMRF? So that if you're not really replacing another body?
No, it would be the ones that are already there that would work more than 1,000 hours a year.
My concern with that is, with all the hours that you have to put in, and if someone goes down, you're still gonna be putting in all those hours.
Well, this would be a tremendous amount of help, and the problem is, Lorraine, is there's nobody else to hire. I mean, we've put out ads in the paper with no response. Every service, I was at a director's meeting today and we visited, some have begged for employees for 2 years now and never got an application, and they're paying 48-hour weeks with 8 hours overtime, all benefits, 401ks. So if somebody was wanting to come into this field, they're gonna probably pick somewhere that gives you all that extra.
Sure.
And that's not what ours is. Ours is part-time yet.
Yeah, no, I have no problem increasing the hours of the present employees. I was looking also to get you down to more acceptable hours per week.
And I think that, if I can make this work, if this gets approved at the council level and I can make this work, I think it will help. Because when everybody's on board, back from vacations or not off on sick time or whatever, we're pretty good. I'm not over 60 at that point.
Okay.
But when it's vacation time and it's somebody's off sick or a family member sick or something, then it can get larger hours, numbers.
Do you have people that have shown interest?
Yeah,
if this
I
gets
have.
approved?
I
Good.
just need to weigh out. I would love to do it seniority. We have some that, when I used to have 7 on IMRF, we had some that only need a year and a half to get vested. I have to keep that in mind. I mean, number one, they have to give me over 1,000 hours, you know, or it's not gonna work to be giving them a position like that. But I also think it would be fair for somebody who's that close to being vested to be able to finish their, amount of hours to be vested.
Now, one of your concerns in the past was that, you don't wanna take them to the people that are already there on IMRF. That's not replacing their 1,000 hours, that's just them still getting their hours and you just trying to fill in and recoup some of your hours
Right.
above what you're working, okay. I've always been in favor of this. So, I mean, if we need the bodies, we need the bodies, and, you know, and if this is what's gonna help, that's what we have to do to help it.
And this is so much easier on our budget than to hire somebody full-time
Sure.
to come in, you know, and give all those benefits. That's just a no-brainer in that sense.
Any other questions to Kathy or to the commissioner?
Commissioner Udis, with the City of Oglesby, we've talked about this, and it was actually brought up last council meeting. My vision on this, they were defining who our IMRF employees could be. And we know we have our core bunch of the 3 that have already been at that level, and we plan on keeping those. However, my idea is that, sure, we'd like to offer to the people who have been there longer, if they're gonna put in the hours. However, we also have to look at what's gonna best staff our model. So I would like to leave this fluid so that if we get employees approaching that 990 hour mark and we see that they're gonna go over and they're taking a ton of on-call hours, then let's offer that to them if they're the ones that are really putting in the effort and covering a lot of shifts. And then if that second person comes along as they approach that 900 hour mark, and let's say we're not even 8 months into the year, let's utilize that person. If we get a go-getter out there who wants to take all this time, I just hate to turn people away from crossing that 1,000 hour threshold if they're gonna be able to help us staff our ambulance. Does that make sense? So that's my vision. And I'd like to take care of our employees who are giving us tenure, but at the end of the day, I don't wanna hold out for them necessarily, because I think our most important, job here is to staff the ambulance with anybody who will step up to do it. So that's just my 2 cents.
And I truly believe that's not our position as a board. I think that's between you as the commissioner and Kathy as a director.
Yeah, I just wanna make sure you guys understand.
Yeah,
that.
I would hope that you guys would make the best decision that's gonna staff the building the best that we can,
Yeah,
so,
end of the day, that's what we're looking to do.
right. Any other questions or comments? So, at this time, I'll seek a motion to approve 3, is that what you're asking for, is
yes.
3 more IMRF employees to be sent to the council in approval for them to hopefully seek those hires.
I'll make that motion.
Second motion. Since it deals with money towards the council, we'll do a roll call.
Noblat,
Aye.
Salinas,
Aye.
Munson, yes.
Okay, motion carries. Any old business from our previous meeting? I don't believe so. New business. I believe since this board has changed, I'm not sure who else is on it besides us 3. So,
Melissa Lewis is your 4th.
there's not 5, there's only 4?
There's only 4 right now.
Okay, so since there are 2 new board members, I truly believe we'll have to maybe revote on president, secretary, and, I can't remember what finance person we called the second person. I'm not sure what we called the second person, but I think that's something we'll have to do at our next meeting. Not saying I'm not interested in continuing what we are, but I think since the board has changed, I think we need to do that. So, at this time, I'll seek a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Meeting adjourned.
how do you turn these off? 'Cause I have